Heavy rains and gusty winds brought on by a cold front on Tuesday left some of Montego Bay's most popular waterfront spots inundated. It also resulted in the early closure of the Trelawney Court and gave rise to concerns about the collapse of a section of Negril's West End Road. The weather system, which began affecting the northwestern end of the country on Monday, is expected to clear up by Thursday. The rising sea level is associated with a cold front that has been stationary on the island's western end since Tuesday morning. The rising sea level has also dumped loads of debris on some business establishments in the area. In Montego Bay, the popular Pier 1 restaurant and bar on Howard Cook Boulevard was among the businesses affected. Massive waves, some higher than the building, crashed ashore and pushed water inside the deck-style property perched beside what are usually tranquil blue waters. When the Jamaica Observer spoke with General Manager Jason Russell, he was waiting for the weather to clear up to get a better idea of the damage. Like other enterprises, Pier 1 did not appear to have taken a big hit, and Russell stressed that being impacted by the weather is par for the course when you are located on the waterfront. Nobody got hurt, and we just have to prepare now to fix back and open as quickly as possible because people have to get back to work. Mo Bay needs their Pier 1, he said stoically. We have a place on the ocean, so it won't always be sunny and calm. You are going to have bad weather. You just have to pay the price. We are used to it, he added. Russell said they managed to secure electrical appliances, but a lot of the furniture and stuff has been left out in the elements. Sections of Jimmy Cliff Boulevard, popularly known as the Hip Strip, also got battering from huge waves, and the popular watering hole Margaritaville shuttered its doors. Several visitors to the island took the opportunity to enjoy the display of nature's strength. Armed with cell phones, some sought to capture images of the waves as they pummeled the coastline, sending seawater high in the air. "This is amazing," said one visitor as he got himself drenched from head to toe with water that crashed over the rocks. At Doctor's Cave Beach, the gates were locked, with caution tape placed at the entrance to the beach signaling that no swimming would be permitted. This has been the directive for meteorologists who have, for the past few days, been issuing advisories about the weather system. It appears that Harbor Circle, where Pier 1 is located, was the hardest hit by the waves. A car wash and bar were completely underwater at one point on Tuesday, and several parked vehicles were inundated. Most of the well-established businesses are on the seafront, not just Pier 1, but Margaritaville, 2727's, Doctor's Cave Beach, and even Yacht Club. So we just have to all work at it and get back up on our feet as fast as possible, Russell said. However, we have health and strength. Man makes it, and so we can build it back, he added. On Negril's West End Road, a retaining wall gave way on Monday, causing rough sea water to gush onto the road, leaving a visible trail of debris in its wake. On Tuesday, some business operators shuttered their doors, disrupting the livelihood of individuals who earn from the tourist town. That same afternoon, the Court Administration Division sent out a media release to say it had been forced to halt operations in Trelawney because a combination of heavy rain and the presence of a live electrical wire poses a significant risk to everyone on the premises. As a precautionary measure, we must close the court immediately to mitigate any potential hazards. Furthermore, we want to assure you that a report has been made to the Jamaica Public Service regarding the live electrical wire, and they have indicated that they will address the matter. We are working closely with them to resolve the issue as quickly as possible, said the release. Normal operations are expected to resume at the court at 10 a.m. on Wednesday. A Carnival cruise ship chartered for a 6 terrifying nights of music and madness event crashed with the side of a pier, leaving it banged up and many of its party-going passengers temporarily stranded in Jamaica. The Carnival Magic hit the pier while docked in the Caribbean island's Ocho Rios on Tuesday when strong winds and swells caused the pier fender to collapse under pressure and the ship made contact with the pier, the company told the Miami Herald. There were no injuries, and all the ship's services remained operational, but it was forced to leave port, leaving many stunned passengers behind. The Magic left the area for the safety of everyone on board and later docked at another nearby pier so that guests who went ashore Tuesday morning could rejoin the ship.
Pier 1 is actually underwater.
Jamaica Meteorological Services, JMS, issued a small craft warning in marine conditions as wave heights exceeded 9 feet over the offshore areas. It shared that the warning is issued when continuous winds or sea swells reduce visibility by less than 5 kilometers. According to Jamaica's weather report, the winds and the sea swell will continuously affect the marine area within the next 36 hours. A high-pressure ridge in the North Atlantic, along with a surface trough in the Western Caribbean, will continue to affect weather conditions across the region for the next 2 days. As per the forecast, it has been noted that the strong winds and rough seas constantly influence inshore and offshore areas of the north and south coasts. The fishers, sea bathers, and other marine interests are advised to practice necessary precautions and avoid getting into the water. Only vessels capable of withstanding these swell magnitudes should venture into these waters. Operation of smaller vessels can be difficult at this time due to large sea swells. Large open water swells can be hazardous to some vessels. Additionally, some sections of Jamaica are witnessing bad weather due to a cold front that is passing the island. Just a day ago, a few areas experienced a flood-like situation in Jamaica. The regions, including Montego Bay, downtown, and St. James, were flooded due to the rising of strong sea tides and heavy winds. According to the reports, some local businesses are highly affected by the overflow of water, including the famous eatery Pier 1. The shops are under floodwaters, which is causing them to close. Moreover, the authorities urged people to remain on their premises and avoid getting out of their homes. Such conditions worsened the local businesses as they were shut down due to the floodwaters. The current adverse weather conditions resulted in a collision of West End Road, forcing rough sea waters to gush onto the roadway.